Good morning again. Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, bringing a subject to you that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know. And I'm going to talk about something that I don't have direct experience with, full disclosure, but I do have knowledge about. And I have learned about through friends and education and school and movies, all kinds of things. And you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when I mention it. And that is cocaine. Cocaine. And really my point in this video isn't so much in favor of or against. It's an objective analysis, as usual. I'm trying to be fair here. And my point really is that I hear tons and tons of people advocating for cocaine. Okay, whether it is or isn't healthy, whether it is or isn't addictive or life destroying, or all the things that you might have heard about it, I want to just mention, because I don't think it's getting a fair shake, that lots and lots of people are for it and have been for a long time. Okay, if we're being honest. And I'm talking about not just celebrities, but people. Just if you ask people in general, have you tried it? Older people might surprise you. They'll say, yeah, no, I have actually, and it's not that bad. It's not what you hear about. So I'm going to begin with the fair analysis. There are different kinds, right? Okay, so again, full disclosure, I have never taken cocaine myself, not once ever, in any form, but I've done research on it. And I know about crack cocaine. I've talked to people who have used it before, and I know that it is a concentrated form of cocaine. It's refined so that it is in rock form, and you can freebase it, etc. And at that point, something happens, right? So if you concentrate something, you're changing something about it. You are, if we're being honest, if you concentrate on something, or if you organize, or if you restructure it, just because it has the same sum of parts doesn't mean it's the same thing, because there is something called an emergent property, right? Emergent property, that is a product of the way in which it is organized, not the sum of its parts. Crack cocaine is a different thing. It's different than ordinary cocaine. If you ask me, crack cocaine is extremely dangerous, extremely habit forming, and will put you right out of your head. And this is a famous joke, actually, at this point. I think that we've finally gotten, a little bit of a grip on the crack cocaine epidemic, because there used to be one, and I don't hear too much about it anymore. And I'm sure there still is somewhere, but it can't be as bad as it used to be. And it was bad. Crack cocaine, I would never advise anybody to use. However, I do believe that there's something called symbiosis in nature. A connected subject, symbiosis, where a species or a group of animals will grow in tandem with some other species. This happens not just with animals, but humans as well. We have evolved, presumably, around plants and animals, and we have evolved traits and tendencies such as a receptivity to caffeine and other stimulants that suggest in our natural habitat in the past there has been an availability of such things. Okay, it makes sense, because if you look objectively at human behavior, how it is affected by stimulants, some stimulants like caffeine, like some people with cocaine, it is not entirely toxic. They can maintain a lifestyle, they can maintain everything that you would expect a healthy person to maintain, and they stand by this. This is the part that I want to communicate, that some very influential and intelligent people are all saying the same thing, that they don't see anything wrong with it. But it becomes a question of supportability, right? Is it damaging to enough people to ban it, is the question. In conclusion, there's something called an attractive nuisance, something that enough people, or a majority of people, would not be able to handle well, that it cannot be supported in society. This is the basis for banning. If it's done properly, if a court is going to make a law about a substance, it's because of good reasons, such as a majority of people would not be able to handle it, or an unsupportable percentage of people would have a real hard time with it in the long run. So this is, narcotics and other illegal drugs. It's because they are very dangerous to some people. Maybe not everybody. And I'm just saying that maybe cocaine, just based on what I see from, user testimony, might be in the category of, marijuana in this part of the world where it could be reevaluated. It's just something to think about. Maybe it's not the devil that you've been told that it is, because they used to say the same thing about weed. And now, for example, in California, marijuana as recreational use is permitted. It is. And while it's probably not a great thing, it's not the devil that they used to say it was. Okay? It didn't cause the collapse of society. People are still going to work. People are not crashing their cars everywhere. And I'm just saying, they lied. Okay? And they lie all the time. So chances are they lied about cocaine as well. And it's worth looking at. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying make it legal. I'm just saying open your ears and your mind. Stop believing the lies and be honest. Be objective. Maybe it's not that bad. Reach out with questions or comments to whitehotrobot@gmail.com. Thank you.